Hey, welcome to part 3 of my 3D platformer tutorial series. In part 3, we're going to be going over character crouching and then transitioning between uncrouching, crouching, and then depending on jumping, etc. Setting that all up with an input and making sure the animations are smoothly moving along. In the very beginning, what I'm going to be going over first is an issue with the foot IK. There is a solution to transition through crouching, uncrouching that I found in a previous video. I'm really terrible at remembering where I found things, but I definitely don't take credit, and I try to emphasize of when I don't take credit for something and I simply found it and I'm using it in my own 3D platformer game that I'm building with my team. So with that, let's get into this video. Let's get started and show you how you can fix the foot IK. So what you want to do is if you actually just search control rig, make sure to select on the one that says foot IK. Once you open that up, you will actually see that the sequence there that is shown here is a deprecated one. Switch this out for the newest sequencer. So just type in sequence, and then you're going to add another pin. And then what you want to do is add, after you add another pin, connect everything starting from the B and then going all the way down. Just make sure they're all reconnected. And then when you drag off to the A, what we're going to do is get transform. Sorry, get transform. You'll want to get the foot L. And then from that transform, you would do set transform, go through here, and then go through foot IK foot L. And then you would do the exact same thing for foot R. And then you get IK foot R. And then just make sure all that is connected and then have that first. And then it'll fix the animation problem with that. Because otherwise your feet start looking really weird. Nonetheless, let's get started. The animations I'm using for crouching is stuff that I found that I absolutely don't remember where I got those as well. It could have been from the animation starter pack here, because it is a gun animation. It may be this one. I'm not entirely sure. You can find animations. I won't be providing one because I don't feel right providing somebody else animation. But with that, take a look. Let's see. Okay, so what we'll need to do is we need to turn on crouching. So go in here, crouch. Turn that on. Go back to our content drawer. Input. We're going to now need a new input. Just going to copy one of these. IA crouch. Open this up. Leave that digital. That's okay. Delete one. Change this to hold. And then we'll use that for crouch. Shouldn't have touched that. Go into your input mapping context. Add in a new mapping. Crouch. I like to set this to left and right crouch. You have other buttons you want to do that, go ahead. That seems to be very industry standard to do it this way. And then we want one for gamepad. I'm going to have this do the face button. So face buttons are the buttons on the right of a controller. The X, circle, triangle, square, or depending on whatever you're using. I think for Switch, it was like A, B, X, Y. So I'm going to use the face bottom. Or actually, no, that would be what I use for jumping. I want to do face right. There we go. So with that, you have the mapping. Just type in IA crouch. Off of started, we'll type crouch. Off canceled, type crouch. Sorry, uncrouch. And drag. Oh, make a pin, drag there. And then another thing we want to do is we want to make sure that you're never jumping and then crouching. We never want to crouch in air. If you want to do that, go ahead and set your own logic. I find that the camera gets a little janky, and I don't want that anyways for my game. I don't want any type of crouch jumping or jump crouching. So what I'm going to do is we're going to do a branch here. We are only going to uncrouch if we are currently crouching. And then from here, branch. I don't want to crouch if I am ever currently in the air. And then another thing is on jump, uncrouch. All right. And let's get into the animations. So the animation is going to have a lot of using the same two bools over and over again just to calculate our transitions. So overall, it's not going to be too difficult to set up. It just gets annoying once you see all of the bools that you're using back and forth. So let's go into here. First, we need to set up a bool that says, is crouching? Are we currently crouching? So let's grab that movement component. Crouching. Promote that. Is crouching. I'm going to duplicate this wording so that I could just say the same thing twice. Is crouching. From crouching state. All right. So super simple logic. Let me just do this and put double jump logic. I'll go back and actually comment that for real, but for now, that should be okay. And then what I like to do is switch the colors on the ones that I actually edited. So that way I know something that I touched. If you're using the standard Manny control rig in that blueprint. And then next we go to AnimGraph. See, locomotion. And what we need to do is create our own idle crouch and idle walk state. So two states, crouch idle, crouch walk run. Let's go into here, drag in your blend space. If you don't have one already, make sure you have a blend space for your crouch. So pretty much a 2D blend space that calculates based off speed, and then whatever your maximum value is going to be set, and then it increases over time. I'm going to take my ground speed, plug that in. Go back over here to idle. I'm going to take my idle walk. And then we're going to need to connect all of these. So this is where it gets a little annoying. If you are very proficient in the animation blueprints, there's probably a better way that you could do this, seeing as this is a little janky, but this is currently the solution I am using, and may revise this in the later future. So by connecting all of these, you'll notice how all these pins start to get annoying. But this is where we get into all of the is crouching and are you currently moving and etc. Oh, why did it go over there? All right. So what all of them are going to need is the should move and is crouching. Move crouching up a little, and then and. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this because I'm going to be using that over and over again. So if we are going from crouch idle to idle, these should both be not equal. Not equal. And then idle to crouch. Not equal. Let me get rid of that because it gets really annoying in my way. And then let's go into, oh, let's crouch walk. Walking to idle. Crouching. Not full. Should not be moving either. Okay. Plug both those in. This is crouch walk, or this is the idle to crouch walk, so both would be true. Okay. Idle, crouch idle to crouch walk. Okay. Yep. Crouch walk to crouch idle. Should move is not bool. Okay. Crouch idle. Walk run. Not bool. And walk run to crouch idle. Not bool. Not move is crouching. Crouch walk to walk run. Not bool. I think this covers it. Walk run to crouch walk run. All right. See how that looks. Crouch. Oh, let's see what happens. Oh, so is falling should be not bool. Because we don't want to be falling. There we go. And then now we have walk and crouch. Oop. Stop moving. Crouch. Let go. Jump. Can't crouch. Crouch. All right. So with that, we now have our crouching. Ah, that did a little weird. I'll look into this, but look, I'm uncrouching. Oh, okay. I'll look into a better solution, but what's happening is this uncrouch is uncrouching the character, but we're not jumping. Let's take that off right now, and I'll find a better solution. Yeah, so you just can't jump right now. All right. With that, we now conclude part 3. Tune into part 4, where we're going to go into different platform types. In that video, I'll go over which ones I'm going to cover. I'm going to try to decide which ones I want to make in that video and try to keep the video a little short. But tune in next time, and thanks for watching. Feel free to hit that subscribe button if you like what you've been watching so far, and I look forward to seeing you guys more often.